Hello, everybody. What is up? And welcome to Same Brain. That's right, the internet's favorite game show. Not to be confused with this other game show called Is It Problematic? No, that's not us, but you can be problematic here on Same Brain. And I'm hoping that's what our amazing group of contestants and panelists have to offer for us. It's your girl, me, BK Black, Crystal Chris, if you're feeling nasty. And I have a stacked cast for you today. So get ready to get thinking in sync as we take a look at who is going to be holding down for us. Now, our panelists are known across the interweb. We've got some iconic influencers, content creators, individual streamers that you might know here. Bree is coming in here. That's right, the story more bay.
What's up? How you doing?
Yes.
Hey.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Of course. But the panelists don't stop there. We've got Beeps in the building here. The beard princess inspecting them holes as usual. But the party doesn't stop here. We're moving on into Richie. I don't know, something about Schmeat. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll flame them more later. And of course, last but certainly not least, Miss Duchess. I'm sorry, Duchess is in the building. YouTube extraordinaire. Now, I know this panelist is looking extra spicy, so I'm gonna have a short little chat with y'all here. Panelists, did y'all know each other before behind the stage today, or is this the first time most of y'all are meeting? Because the energy was immaculate.
First time. First time.
Yeah, first time.
I feel a connection though.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
it's definitely
saying.
there. It's definitely there.
You know?
Thank you. No, I was so confused because I'm like, y'all talking like you have been friends for a long time. And I know the game isn't about being in sync with each other, but when the panelists are cooking, the answers and responses go crazy. So just quick show of hands. Have any of y'all done game shows before? Or are you more like, that's just in theory, not execution?
I like to watch him.
Okay, so that's in theory.
You already know what I want.
All right, Richie. All right. Okay.
Coloring, bro.
All right. So I guess as a whole, you'd say, though, you're competitive, to say the least. I mean, I've seen you all play to win, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Ersky. Come on now.
Okay, all right, good. Well, we're gonna need that because the only way for our contestants to get some points here is to match their questions with yours. So while our panelists sit there and, I don't know, throw out all the profanities and explicits they were thinking about before we started, we're gonna take a look at our fantastic contestants here. We're gonna start with someone who I was very fortunate to recently meet, but I know that I need to catch up because they have been killing it online. And that is Mackenzie. Let's talk, baby girl. It's so good to meet you here. I'm so excited to have you on Same Brain. So I had to know, did you hear about us before? How the heck did you get into our ecosystem here? Because I love meeting new friends.
I told me about it, and I've been really excited to be a part of it in any capacity, but I'm glad that I get to be a contestant because I love winning.
That's what I heard. You was talking smack. You said there ain't no competition. You were like, it's fine. Like, you don't even have to play K-Dot talking smack. I said, oh, it's going to be a spicy game today. I love a gamer girl that plays to win. So are you confident going into today?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay. Dustin Day, shoulder up. I'm seeing the dimples coming through too. That is confidence if I've ever seen it. All right, Mackenzie. Well, I can't wait to see how you fare out there, but I'm going to have to take a look at your competition, if there is any. So we'll see you in a second, though. I'm sorry, K-Dot. Is there, oh, hey, what's up? It's nice to see, hi. How's it going?
What's up with you? That was crazy.
Oh, what was crazy? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you feeling a little curious, a little cautious going into today's competition because
I'm never
it's
scared.
so fierce?
I'm never worried.
Never worried.
It's nothing to really phase me. I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm gonna take the trophy. I know a lot of people already in the panel. We was already syncing, locked in, linking. So
I'm sorry, did you just cut a promo here? I'm confused. I didn't know we had that, but I am excited to see that energy.
Good, I know I'm gonna win.
Okay, all right. And you've dabbled in game shows before, or is this you just coming in willy-nilly?
Most definitely. Before the Crown Channel got kicked off, I was on a bunch of those. Won a few of them too, but
All right, so you're trying to add today's Same Brain episode on your trophy of W's across the board.
Oh, it's already over there. It's already over there with the rest of the figures.
Oh, I see that spot cleared up right next to the panda. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Aw, we stand a king who loves plushies. All right, y'all, let's get into our first game segment. That's right, we're moving on over to the hot seat, baby. Here we go. The hot seat is going to be the time where you get a bunch of questions. These are the ones that we talk about, the ones you see online, right? These are the fill in the blank. We want to hear from you, whatever background you come from, whatever your history may be. This is where you're going to get to flex. Now, that first round is used to usually check the vibe between everybody since we don't know how our brains work. But I'm telling you, after this first episode, you're gonna really feel like you know each other. So let's get on into that hot seat and see what that first question is. What chore must be done before your parents get home? This one is really going to give us a great side look, I feel, about a little about your upbringings, perhaps a little bit about your parents, your parental situation, whatever you may have. You know, I don't know. This one's a hard one for me, but I think y'all got this. So, what chore must be done, not started, done, finished, before your parents get home? I know, but your Duchess, you look so shooketh right now.
I just have PTSD, just remembering all the times I didn't do my chores.
You're remembering the time you didn't do this, and you're like, "Oh Lord Jesus, don't do this to me again." No, okay, all right. K-Dot's sitting there like, "I got it." I mean,
You locked
military
in.
family, you said, so like you must have had a list.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Yeah. And it was
All right, but
6
there is
of us in
only
there,
one
though, so-
answer, so okay. All right, we'll give a chance to make sure everybody got all their answers in, but it's sounding like we are good to go. So we're going to take a look at what our contestants put in first. And we're going to start with Mackenzie there. Talk to me, okay? You a bouncy little baby Mackenzie. What chore must be done before your parents come home?
So I don't know about everyone else's parents, but I know my mom was pissed if she got home and the dishes were not done.
Dishes. Okay, that's a very good one. Dishes, just it's not a good look when you got them piling up, and ain't nobody want to be surfing for a spoon. Was it like ride or die? Like dishes weren't done, you was in big trouble, like shut the whole thing down?
Depends on her mood.
Ooh, okay, I know what that's like, so I won't pry too much. We don't need to get into it. This ain't, Dr. Phil or whatever, but I appreciate your candor. So dishes is the first answer there. All right, let's see what you got for it, K-Dot. What chore must be done before your parents get home?
See, I didn't want to have the same answer because I'm trying to win, but I said the same thing. Dishes. If the dishes was
Dishes.
not done, that belt was coming out, that game was going away, and it was gonna be bad. So them dishes for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I think me and the entire production team just quivered in our boots as we are fearful for last episode. The contestants were same braining more than the panelists. And our first question is already off to the similar start. I am a trauma response across the board for all of us.
Oh.
But we love the answer. And we love to see that someone is thinking in sync already. So if you get any message with any of our panelists, those points will be shared. You each will
I'm
get a
hoping.
point for those matches there. So let's take a look at what our panelists have to say here. We're going to start with, I believe, Story Mode Bay, I believe, is our panelist here. So talk to me. What chore must be done before your parents get home?
Well, I had a little bit of trauma, thinking about this. It has been some time since I lived with my parents, but to me, there was one clear answer that I had to do before they got home. And for my household, I was taking that meat out the freezer.
The meat out the freezer. Gotta take the chicken out the freezer. Defrost the meat. The meat cannot be cold, okay? That is, I do not disagree. And honestly, that is probably the one task I was ever asked myself to do specifically before my parents get home. All the other chores were supposed to be done the night before. But the meat come out while you got those 2 sacred hours after school, but before your parents show up of freedom. If you don't take that meat out the freezer, it's Jover.
Because then you can't eat. Because then dinner is ruined.
And it's not just for you. It's everybody in the household. You piss everybody off. You forgot the meat. You in there. You trying to put the water in the sink. You're like, no, if I run it over, I switch it out. Maybe
It's too late.
it's too late. It's too late. All right. Great answer, but unfortunately, not a match there. I'm sorry. I think that's the right answer, and our production team also agrees, but we're not going to get any of our contestant points with that one. So we're going to have to take a look at our other panelist options here. All right, talk to me. I believe is it Beeps? What you got here? What chore must be done before your parents get home?
I had to choose one because basically, if any of them were not done, it was beat down time. I'm with Kate. I'm with Kate out on this one. Like,
You locked in.
I almost said dishes.
Almost.
I changed my mind last second because really it was like, which ones are gonna get you be a little worse than other ones. For me, it was if my bedroom wasn't picked up. So I said bedroom. If I didn't have, there were clothes on the floor, there were toys on the floor, controllers out, whatever. It was
Every day?
every day. Listen, I've got at the time undiagnosed ADHD, so it like
See, look,
you're just lazy. You don't apply yourself. You don't pick up after yourself. It's if you put it down, it don't get put away.
No.
come over to this side. Come over to this side. We was almost locked in.
We were
Just
so
stay,
close.
Stay with me.
So
stay
close.
with me.
Well, that
But no, I
first
put
question there
bedroom.
is testing the waters, and bedroom is a great answer. To be fair, your bedroom needs to be immaculate. Like it needs to look like a show home. Like if your room doesn't look like an open house, like something's wrong with it, you know. So I can resonate. I can resonate. I know you have to look like one of those kids from Series of Unfortunate Events in your room before your parents come home for it to be considered even remotely clean. And then something is wrong.
Real.
No, just me. It could be just me. I'm glad though that it was a great answer, and I felt that we connected. Though I'm not on the board, I give no points, and unfortunately, that's not dishes. So, Beeps, great answer, but not the match we're looking for. But we still have 2 other panelists to get to here. So, Richie, talk to me. You seemed excited when they said dishes. Are we getting points on the board here? What chore must be done before your parents get home?
So the reason why I got excited is because so I have a sister, and we had our chores split between both of us. And if it was her on this game show, she would have said dishes, but unfortunately it's me. So I had to walk the dog and take the trash out. I'm doing the grunt work. So
I ain't even have a dog.
The dog and take the trash out. Take the trash. The timing for the trash out is the one I'm gonna flame you for. Why are you taking the trash out? What time are you home from school? I don't know, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You taking out the garbage that early? What happened to the garbage for that night? The garbage man come in the morning
I gotta
next
take
day.
the bags out. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, the dog might have pooped on the floor or something. Gotta pick that up, go throw it away.
That is true. That is true. Though again, dog pooping on the floor, really confused about the training this animal has. I'm not going to get into it. We don't have enough time to, but I do think those outside tasks are a big one. And I do know that nobody wants to do those late at night. So I see your answer, but unfortunately ain't no dishes up in here. I see our contestants are the only ones who want to do wet-based things. Let's see if our final panelist here is going to get us a match on the board there. Duchess, talk to me. What chore must be done before your parents get home?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm the oldest of 4. I'm not gonna be the fall guy for nobody, but I'm not gonna do nobody else's chores. It was split between us every week. Somebody got the dishes, somebody got the just the whole kitchen, somebody had to sweep. The one thing that's noticeable, if my parents come home and ain't nobody did nothing, the first thing they gonna see is them dishes. And so that was my answer.
There it is. Dishes. They gonna know. They gonna know. So if the brother, sister, whoever didn't do it, you bet I'm doing them because I ain't getting yelled at. All right. Like they need to be done.
Okay.
All right. Okay, great. So we did get a match there. That's going to give us a point each for our contestants, though. Now I feel like we all have an idea of how this game is played and how hard it's going to be to get those matches and to not be double dipping when it comes to points, contestants. I'm just saying, y'all can keep doing this as long as you want. We saw how this run out last episode, but it makes it harder to set that gap and to take that lead. So think carefully, think with your heart. And panelists, y'all need to start getting in sync, all right? Start thinking with each other, finding that middle ground, that synergy, okay? All right, let's get into that next question. Name a first that most people dread. I see all y'all faces. I saw Beeps' face say, huh? Name a first that most people dread. There's a lot of firsts in the world. I'm not going to even allude to a single one. I'm just going to say there are many and plentiful firsts inside and outside of the box. So think carefully here as you're trying to get matches with your panelists. And panelists, you're trying to match with your contestants here. So what are y'all each thinking that most people would dread? This is not an easy one, chat. I also want to hear y'all's answers as well. And no peeping, no screen look. I'm gonna smack y'all. I'll see y'all when you're looking at your second monitors. Don't do that. All right. Put your hands up. K-Dot said, you right. I already submitted. You right. What am I
Oh
doing?
nah, I was thinking to myself. I was
Aw,
thinking to
you locked in then. That's what that was. You fed up with your own brain. Like, come on, just come up with an answer. Stop thinking of 20 different firsts.
Man,
That
I
can't be
had
the
to
right
go
one.
with the gut. Go with the gut. Nah.
I'll go with the
Def-
gut.
def-
Has
def-
worked most times here on Same Brain. So I'm curious to see what everyone's thinking. Stormo Bay, yeah,
Can't
you
even
not
think with
looking happy.
myself. I don't know what I'm thinking. We'll see.
Man,
We'll
go
see.
with
We'll
that
see.
first thought. Go with the
We'll see.
first thought. Go with the
We'll
first
see.
thought.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, all right. Well, we got all of our answers locked in here. So let's look at our contestants. Mackenzie, we're gonna hop on over to you first. So I want to know, name a first that most people dread.
Yeah, so first my brain went like real sexual with it, and then I thought,
Oh.
that's not everyone.
Oh.
So then I thought everyone did have to go to the dentist at some point, and that was always kind of scary. So I said dentist appointment.
Okay, as someone who is fearful for her life of the dentist, and every time to the dentist feels like my first derogatory, I like this answer. This is a great answer for me. I think we all dread it. We've all seen Kids Next Door. We don't trust them. We want to be with the pirate candy guys, not with the crazy dentist and toilet dude. But I'm curious to see if our panelists are thinking the same way, because maybe you should have gone with your gut. This is a very hypersexual group, as we learned before our theme song before it started. So I'm curious to see what our other contestant has to put. K. Dot, talk to me. Name a first that most people dread.
Hear me out. If you got good teeth, you never scared anyway of the dentist. So I don't know about the dentist, but I for one said kiss, because we always got anxiety. We always nervous about that special person we've been eyeing in, whether it's elementary or middle school. And when it's that time to shine, you kind of nervous about that first kiss. Because if it's trash, they not messing with you no more. And they about to gossip at the lunch table at 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's getting bad. So I hope somebody else sinking with me, locked in with me. Let me see. Anybody? Let me see.
I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here. Elementary.
Middle
I don't
school,
even know if we're
whatever.
allowed to. I don't even know if we're allowed to even mention that respectfully. Also, it makes sense though that you were dreading your first kiss if that's when you were having kisses. Bro, I couldn't even get one of them fold out CVS "Will You Be My Valentine" cards in elementary school. Talk about getting my first kiss in 5th grade. They ain't even giving me sweethearts on the desk, and that's when they give everything to the class. Okay, so I don't know what anime you be living in, but most of us maybe don't even fathom that till a later age. Though. And by then I think we're anticipating it, not dreading it. I don't know why.
See, that's because y'all some freaks. That's
why. And let me not.
That's what it is.
I mean,
all right. So we got Kiss up there. That first kiss went a little like this, and we'll see if there's a match with our panelists. But let's go over to story mode. Bae, that's my girl Bree. Talk to me here. What's a first that most people dread?
Okay, so I have to go back into my history a little bit. Now, I am much better at this issue now, but I remember when I got pulled over for the first time because I used to be a speed demon on the road. Therefore, I said first speeding ticket.
Speeding ticket. Okay, very, very good answer. It's your first encounter with the, with the cops. Like, you're like, oh my God, the sirens went, what did I do? I don't know what's in my car. I can't remember. Officer, my wallet is in my bag. Am I allowed to get it? I understand. I get it. I'm good, especially since we are Black. That is, I don't want to speed, even though I need to get there and I'm an hour and a half late. I'm going to be late. I'm good. So
I'm never late.
See, you know what? We're starting to make a lot of sense here. I think this whole episode we're going to unpack K. Dot as well. I'm loving learning more about your backstory here through these questions and answers. But unfortunately, a speeding ticket ain't no kiss, and it's definitely not the dentist, unfortunately. So no points there on the board, but great answer. Chad is agreeing with you as well. So I'm going to head on over, though, to the Beard Princess. That's right. Beeps, talk to me here. I want to know what you had to say about a first that most people dread.
K. Dot, I feel like we're like this close to being synced up.
Give it to me, please.
I thought my first thought was kiss, but then I was like, I wasn't dreading the kiss. I was anxious, but I was excited for that first kiss. So I was like, I can't dread that. No, that's not what it was. For me, it was
Damn.
My spouse meeting my parents, that first introduction to my parents, because the first time that my now spouse met my dad was at his birthday. He was drunk as hell. He rounded the corner on my way to my bedroom, looked at us in the eye, lift up his tank top and went, "Titties!" and then went into the kitchen. And that was the first time that my spouse ever met my dad.
The only way to do it for real.
That's a great dad.
Hey, I was like, at least it's out of the way. You really broke that ice there. I don't really got to be nervous anymore because there's no coming back from that.
No, what in the rom-com kind of introduction is that? I'm ready for the Hallmark series of you and your spouse coming to you soon.
Oh, please.
Beeps and Co. is what I'm calling it. But I'm sure chat will workshop a better title and then we'll make sure to share it on the Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure that this show is possible. I love that answer, though. Meeting the parents, even if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, I would have allowed it. That is a thing you dread. You don't know what's going to happen. It's 50-50, but usually 60-40, not in your favor. And I did dread that my first time I ever had to do that and still do to this day. So I love that answer, but unfortunately, no dentist, no kiss, but we're getting closer to being in sync there. The threads are there. We're starting to see who we're going to match with. Let's see if we can actually keep those matches going as we get to our panelists there. So Reggie, talk to me. Let's go, Richie. I need to know, name a first that most people dread.
So for me, it was a kiss. I'm not trying to kiss that F. So presenting my project, I wasn't trying to go in front of the class. I already know my homies was going to roast me if I was up there stuttering. So it was that for me. Presentations.
So you dreaded your first public speaking is what you're trying to tell me? Out of everything in your life, you've anticipated everyone up? That's what I'm curious. Is this a first or are these just fears? Like, do you just have a public speaking fear? I'm just curious.
Well, I used to. It's kind of crazy, right? While I'm a streamer. But,
I know. That's why I'm saying. It's like you go up and you public speak every day. So you dread it every time you press go live. Let's not do this. This is not a therapy session. I said we wouldn't get into it this time. But I get it. That first presentation can be a lie. You up in front of the class. You don't know. But, I'm also going to flame you. It's PowerPoint, baby. The picture's on the screen. You just read the words on the card. You're still going to get an A as long as you learned how to use clip art. So I'll give it to you, but I'm still going to look at you crazy as a young blood. Unfortunately, no points, not the dentist, and definitely not a kiss. To say the least, though I liked what you tried to do there. It was a valiant attempt, Richie.
Also, I want to say too, I'm low-key an old head, so we didn't have PowerPoints when I was growing up until like middle school. So
low-key an old head. What presentations were you giving in element? People are getting kisses in elementary school and giving presentations in the 4th grade. I drew a picture that said, what do I want to be when I grow up? Playing the piano, and they put it on the board. That's what I did in elementary school. I don't know what you was doing. I was learning the alphabet. Okay, I wasn't kissing nobody. I was kicking a soccer ball outside. Okay, I was pretending I was a vampire swinging upside down on a jungle gym. We playing dodgeball with the foam balls. I don't know what you were doing in school. I was learning my 9 tables.
I wish I had that. I'm showing my classmates who George Washington Carver is.
Washington. See this thing. I went to public school in Florida. We didn't learn about history till high school. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We don't have time. Again, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's fine. But I'm going to just pray to God that Duchess has something for me to be happy about because this conversation is getting me heated. I didn't think the second question was going to take me there. So, Duchess, talk to me. I need to know, what is a first that most people dread?
I don't know if you're going to be happy that I had my first kiss in elementary school.
Elementary school? Am I just ugly? I'm sorry.
We're rooting up some traumas here.
Drama episode. Oh my God. Anyway, go ahead. Go continue. I'm sorry. I'm ugly.
So here's the thing, right? That was my first mind. But I didn't dread that, John. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Before, in my head, went a different direction. I was like, what did I dread? I don't know why you was dreading kissing, bro. That sounds like a you thing, bro. I don't know what's up with that. But
it's not about dreading the kiss. It's just about the first thing that came to my mind that I thought everybody would have said.
You know what? I don't know what to tell you, bro, but my answer was spanking, bro. My parents did not play, bro. We talking about them dishes? Yo, let it be too many days them dishes wasn't done? Oh, bro, no. Your first spanking, when your parents say, yeah, when your parents say, yeah, you old enough? Yeah, come on.
Oh, you said parents. I was like, yeah, I guess
Parents.
everyone's a little
You know
fearful when
what?
they try to do impact play for the first time. I was just really curious that you would put that on there. We said it was PG-14 at the beginning of the stream. I just thought that was a very
You
bold
know,
answer to say it. And I'm sorry. I thought that
that's a
was vague
different
enough.
conversation.
It's a different
That's a different
conversation.
that's a
I
different
just thought it was just a different
conversation.
conversation. Because like the first time, I couldn't tell you the first time I got spanked from my parents. I couldn't remember. They was whooping me since I came out the womb. I'm sorry. Like whatever they had, I couldn't tell you me dreading the first time. It was all I
Exactly.
knew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Them whoopings was
Tolerate that.
plentiful.
Listen, okay.
All right. Well, I'm loving that we are getting to the heart and the root of these things. And I'm glad we're in a safe space where I can make a reference like that and everyone's eyes just widened and no profanities were said. And we kept rolling with it. That's how I know we cool. That's why I like all of y'all. No points on this board. Terrible question. And by terrible question, I mean terrible answers. But it's fine. We've got another question here to make up for it. And ain't nobody getting no half points. There ain't no kissing anywhere. Okay. No, there are no kissing. Ain't no dentist. I'm sorry. Great answers, not matches. We're trying to think and sync here. So let's see if this next question gives us some points on the board. Name a job where it is okay to lie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Name a job where it's okay to lie. Now, this question is our bonus points question here. So we surveyed our Patreon subscribers. And if you are able to match one of those matches as well, you will get some additional points here. So really think long and hard about this answer. This could get you some serious points on the board. All right. I'm loving the tension. This one's serious. You can see everybody locked in. Everybody said, hold on now. Mackenzie smiled and said, oh, I got this answer now. Here's the thing. Last question, that was cute. This question, I'm getting it. All right, we're ready to get those questions locked in here. Almost there. And remember, again, this question is the bonus points question here. So if we do get those additional matches from our Patreon subscribers, we surveyed them very Family Feud style to get that top answer on the board. So if any of those top answers are matched here by our contestants, we can get some extra points here. Now that all answers are locked in, and just because it was this person, K-Dot, why did it take you so long?
Still, cuz I'm over here trying to think. Like the first answer I was going to say was going to be so bad.
Okay, well, we're gonna hold you off on that one. You'll get a chance to tell me what that first answer was, just to see if that first answer would have been a better one. You won't get points for it, but I'm sure chat and everybody here is curious. So, but let's get into our first contestant's answer here, right? So, Mackenzie, talk to me here because I called you out earlier. I saw that smile on your face. You said this is a good response. So, tell me a job where it's okay to lie.
Well, so my first answer was going to be politician, but that's not okay. They just do it a lot. So I went with lawyer because that is kind of their job.
To lie. A
Anyway,
lawyer's
in a
job
way.
is, in fact, to lie.
But it's
sexually.
okay for a lawyer?
I think
It's still
so.
what? How
All
is it
right.
okay for a lawyer? Okay, sorry, it's not my turn. Not my turn. I just shut this.
Beep said, hold on, politicians can't lie, but my lawyer can? I'm confused. Here's the thing. I think I'm going to have to give it a pass. You want a lawyer if they need to lie, that they're going to lie and they're going to lie well, I guess. Now, politicians, I think, unfortunately, we don't want them to lie, but they still need to lie and they need to lie well. So I would understand both of those answers. I think lawyer is a great one. I actually saw quite a few people in chat agree with you there. So great answer, Mackenzie. Let's see if we've got some matches across the board there. But first, we've got to go over to I don't know, the Mr. Odyssey for him to tell us his tales of the answer that should have been and the answer that was unfortunately locked in 5 minutes late. So K-Dot, please explain to me. All right, a job where it is okay to lie. Now, you said you had a first answer. I'm curious what that was and what made you change your mind and lock in the second one.
All right. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell you my whole thought process because I had a whole bunch of answers. My first answer was a coach. Because sometimes you be having some terrible people on that team, but you got a lot to them for them to play that role. So that's my first answer. But I'm like, that's not okay. That ain't right. So next was a lawyer. I'm like, lawyers not supposed to lie, but I guess it's okay to lie. Y'all did that, little whole shebang. But then I ended with a salesman because they gotta lie to get that sale, to get that commission and get that bag.
Just salesmen in general. Just For my visual, I'm a very visual person, and by visual, I need the visuals. So could you paint the picture for me? When you said salesman, what were they selling? Because salesmen to me, a car.
This is trauma though. Like, cause my salesman lied to me. I went to the lot asking for a black Chevy Malibu that I knew was there. Walked around a whole lot 3 times. I'm tired. It's hot. The sun beaming. Now he's telling me we ain't got the car. So you might want to try out this $40,000, dollar car. I'm like, no, bro. I know this Malibu is here. So I took 2 more laps, found it, bought it, went home. But yeah, salesman.
I'm just surprised that the salesman would be giving you, the cis man, such a hard job. I go there, I have to lie about my trade-in, and I give that to them after they give me the rate. And I have to also come with a man, but they don't talk, but I do the talking. But if I talk too much, I'm screwed. So I understand salesman. See, but when you said salesman to me, I thought of pyramid scheme. I thought of door to door. I thought of here's my products that aren't tested. I thought of pre-OxyClean guys, RIP. Like that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Like very much like, we've got you for life, not car salesmen, because some of those people, they try to do their jobs. But I was thinking more Mary Kay, no tea, no shade. Like that's kind of where I was. So I'm glad to see we're on a similar page, and I'm so sorry they'd be doing that to you, man. This is across the board hate.
That's all
We're
good.
gonna have to look into that. All right. So we've got lawyer, salesman, 2 very different answers. First time the answers are separate. So here is where we're gonna really get to see if there's some points on the board. So let's get over to Bree. Talk to me, baby. I want to know a job where it is okay to lie.
Well, it's not right, and it's not necessarily okay either, but I feel like it's expected, right? So when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Matilda. And if y'all remember in Matilda, her daddy was a car salesman and he sold a lot of lemons and he lied. So my answer was car dealership, which I feel like can still apply, right?
So I will say this game master will make the final answer here, but because I did that specifically to make you enact what salesman you meant, you did in fact go with car salesman, which not only double solidifies this as a match, game master is confirming as well. We're going to give that a point.
Lock it in, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes the bullying works in your favor, K-Dot. Okay. Sometimes there's a method to the madness. All right.
But you're not about to keep picking on me neither. It's other people here.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Who's host? Okay. All right, let's go over here. Let's go to Beer Princess. Talk to me, Beeps. All right. I need to know, what is a job where it is okay to lie in your book? Talk to me.
I'm kind of wishing that I had just gone with my gut instinct, because I kept just missing everybody. But then I went with politician, which is the only reason that I objected to you switching to lawyer, because I was like, I finally could have matched with someone. Dang it. No, my first one though was streamer.
Oh, good.
You never let the truth get in the way of telling a good story. Fluff that stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You out here giving streamers a bad rep. I don't know how I feel about that one now. Hold on. I am a wholesome Christian girl.
No,
I don't lie. I don't lie. I do think though, politicians so close. Mackenzie, I saw your face of despair. You didn't go with your gut. Oh, do you regret it now, or do you still feel like you might have one chance there with Duchess still on the board?
I'm still feeling okay with lawyer at this very second. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna hold up tight. Fingers crossed. All right, we'll keep it on there. Duchess has been doing great for the matches, but it ain't their turn just yet. So let's go over to Richie. Talk to me. I'm curious. You've been out of pocket this whole episode. So name a job where it's okay to lie. Talk to me.
All right. So I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad because I have not been on the same page with anybody. Contestants, anybody. I'm all over the place. So I said IT, because like.
Why would IT to lie to you, bro? Why are they lying to you?
No, we totally can't see your browser history.
I used to work IT and I lied about my credentials. But you know why? We got YouTube University, bro. I can do whatever I want. Hey, give me a task. I'm going on YouTube. It's getting done.
Okay.
So you lie about knowing what you're supposed to do is where this is coming from, where it's okay to lie about your credentials is what you're saying. Like no one in IT is actually certified.
I ain't gonna speak for them, but for me,
see, here's the thing.
You lied to get the job, though. I get it. I get it.
No, it's fine. I'm just like curious because like I don't respectfully, and this can flame me. I don't think you need credentials. Usually 90% of the time it's turn it off and turn it back on. Okay? That's what the answer is. So I'm
Huh?
confused. I'm
Are
curious here.
you working on a leapfrog? You just turn it off and turn it back on?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
Oh, oh, what year is it?
Hey,
Get us back.
All right. Well, I appreciate and will always respect an answer from the heart, although that ain't getting you no points here. So, valiant effort on an answer that went with your gut, but you're not the contestant. And I don't think either of our contestants were thinking that far out of the box. So, maybe you need to take a look over the rules, over the rule book, and just like refresh, regroup, maybe take a lap, and come back because we're going to need you to help them get some points on that board. Now, we're bringing it over to our tiebreaker extraordinaire, the mistress with the mostest. It's Duchess. Talk to me. Name a job where it is okay to lie. Let me see.
So a little IRL Duchess lore here. You know, I went to school for political science. You know, I wanted to become a lawyer. That was like my dream job for the longest time. And I decided not to because I ain't won't lie. I did it for real. Like, I knew I would be great at it. That's the problem. I was like, I'm gonna not do it. But I hate to break it to you, Mackenzie, that's not my answer. That's not my answer. I'm so sorry. Because you know why? The career I ended up with was sales. So you know what I'm saying? That had to be my answer.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
I'll give it. I think that is another point on the board there. Salesman sales. We'll allow it. It's pretty on the money there. And that is 2 points for K Dot this round. The fake out went crazy though.
You
that hurt
did
me.
Mackenzie
All
dirty.
right.
Matthew intro.
You set that up to knock her down.
Big
It's
time.
all
Now,
down to.
now, remember, this is the bonus point question. So let's take a look at what our Patreon subscribers there put as their top answers to see if there are any extra points we can give out. Lawyer was, in fact, an answer.
Let's go, Patreon.
All right. So our Patreon subscribers had that top answer there. That's actually 2 bonus points for that match. Because there's only one top answer
That's
this week.
cat. Y'all
So
just
in
made
fact,
that
you
up.
are tied from that
crazy.
question. That gives you 2 points
That's cat.
for matching with our Patreon subscribers. That's right, Patreon subs. Y'all can really make a difference in this game. It's a tie right now as we go into our next question.
Huge.
Oh my God. Here we go. Now, this one is coming from Natural Nin. All right. Blank milk.
Oh.
That's it. That's it. Blank milk. I gotta enunciate, okay?
God dang it.
Mm-hmm. And again, if you would like to have a chance to get your question up here, that is a privilege exclusive for our Patreon subscribers there. So if you do want to get into that and be able to contribute to the show and make this impact, tying a game up, putting in the next question, could be a tiebreaker, you're going to have to sub there. So make sure to check that link in chat. But we're going to go back to this question, give our chance for our contestants and our panelists time to submit. This is a hard one. Blank milk. K-Dot is trying to telepathy. K-Dot's like, it's you and me and you and me. We locked in. I mean, you feeling extra spicy after 2 organic matches, but I'm just saying Mackenzie is thinking about the greater good. And if you can tap into that, those are easy matches. So this is definitely going to be a game. And it sounds like all of our answers are locked in. So since I am picking on you a little, Mackenzie, let's go on over to you. You talk me through your answer here. Blank milk. What did you put in for us?
All right, I'm not even going to say what my other thoughts are because if anyone mentions them, I'm going to be upset. So whole milk.
Whole milk.
Just whole milk.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I have fought to the death for whole milk. I don't want no stupid 2%. Get it out of here. I'm loving this answer. 110% we would have synced up. Whole milk, great answer. I'm looking
That's
at
a
K-Dot's
nasty
face.
answer, bro. Whole milk is nasty, bro.
It's
Y'all
not
got it. Y'all got it,
nasty.
bro. Y'all got it, bro.
You don't, you know what?
It's
Well, we
okay to
will-
be wrong,
I didn't say
Duchess.
I
It's okay to
drank
be
it, but
wrong.
I thought about it.
Duchess, I know where you live. We can talk about this
I'm
after
hollering.
stream. Okay? We're
Bro.
gonna get into this
Catch
right
it.
now. All right. K-Dot, talk to me here. Blank milk. What'd you put for your answer?
I went with chocolate. Chocolate milk. I don't know why. I just the first thing I thought of. Then I start thinking about school, how that was the best milk in school.
It
So
was. Was it purple at your school? Because it was purple for me on the
nah,
carton.
it was brown. It was brown.
It was
Yeah.
no, I had the milk carton and like whole milk was like red at 2%.
Oh,
was,
see,
like,
y'all was rich.
blue and,
Y'all
like,
we only had chocolate, white, and strawberry. We ain't even had no whole, no two.
oh,
no
y'all got
strawberry.
strawberry. No, she's
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
rich over there. We just got
Oh,
two
I
different
take
types
that.
of white milk and brown milk. That's it. It was very black and white in my school. Okay,
I
again,
don't know.
Florida.
It ain't say whole milk on the carton. It just said white.
It just
That's
said
it.
white milk. That's crazy.
White.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it didn't say whole. It just said white milk. I'm like, all right. And then chocolate.
Yo, give me some of
That's
that white
crazy.
milk.
I
Oh
kid you
my
not.
God.
Like,
Okay, so we've got whole milk and chocolate milk on the board. Panelists, this is gonna be do or die. So we gonna head over to Story Mode Bay, aka Brie Bay. Talk to me, blank milk.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really rock with milk too much. I got a sensitive stomach. I can't really play like that anymore. So I said oat milk.
Oat milk.
mm,
Oh no.
Yeah.
You one of
Sorry,
those. You like
sorry.
nut juice. You are
I
one of those.
Oh, oat milk.
You like nut
Let's
juice.
be-
That's
Let's
crazy.
be clear, oat milk.
Okay. Oat milk, almond milk. I don't
Mhm.
like any of it. Mm.
Look, I gotta protect my stomach. It's rough out
See,
here.
Here's the thing, you can protect
Ah.
your tummy, and I just want things that come from the biddies, okay? Just not from
Fair.
other things that fall from trees. I don't understand how you milk an almond and or an oat. Isn't that a seed? I'm confused. It's fine. Where does milk come from? I don't know. That's not what mommy and daddy told me, but we'll see what our panelists have to put there or if they agree with you, if there's a different milk in their future. So, Beebs, talk to me here. Please tell me at least you and me, have the same brain. Honestly, I don't even care about anyone else matching anymore. I want to match with you. Blank milk. What do you got for me?
See, we were briefed that this had to be PG-14, so I couldn't go with my first thought.
Exactly.
You should have. You should have.
Because I was gonna say titty milk, 100%,
Same.
100%. But I went with the next best option that came to mind, and I went with nut milk.
Nut
milk. Yeah,
The tale as old as time. Is a tale
Yeah.
as old as nut milk.
tail is old. Ooh, old nut milk. I don't know about. I don't want that nut to be old. No, thank you. I want that nut fresh.
I'm so
Get the
weak.
fresh
You really
nut.
wrote nut milk, though. Like you really actually did.
No, I
Any of the
really
nuts,
actually.
please.
Yeah.
No milk.
Oh yeah. All
Whole
nut.
milk. I'm rooting for you, Mackenzie. I'm even rooting for the chocolate milk
too.
at this point. Panelists are pissing me off. Richie, please give me a better answer than double nuts. All right. I'm looking for actual milk. Blank milk. Richie, what'd you put?
All right, so I went against my better judgment. I was gonna do titty or nut milk, and honestly, now that I know I can, I'm gonna go crazy. But I don't even like the moo. I don't like the moo milk,
You
but
don't
I
like
still
the
went with whole
moo-moo?
milk.
Yeah.
There
let's
it is.
There we go.
That's what I'm
Hey,
talking
Kenzie, we
about.
locked in. I don't know for how much longer, but hey.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad he put that on there.
Okay, that's some real milk on the board. You feel me? All right. Shout out. Can we get some moo-moos in chat?
Can we- Can we get some
I can't.
moo-moos in
I
chat?
can't mess with the moo, man. I'm sorry.
I cannot. I'm loving this. We got a point. Mackenzie getting a point here for that match there. Let's go to the Duchess. I don't know. You're giving me non-milk vibes, but I'm curious to see what you put. So blank milk, Duchess. Let's see if you were thinking in sync for this question.
Yo, no kids app. I did not think y'all was gonna put like real kinds of milk for real. Like I thought, like I didn't think that's where y'all was gonna go with it. So like whole milk, I wasn't expecting that, and chocolate milk, I wasn't expecting that neither. So I went with gat milk. Like that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like gat milk.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God,
Milk. Like the
Oh,
slogan. Like the
This is
slogan.
like
Okay, guys.
milk. You
I ain't
know,
mad at
Now,
that.
Duchess, I need you to do it to the camera for me, though, like they do in the commercial. Like,
I'm
got milk.
hollering.
You get You gotta.
You know what? Not for the free skis. Come on. Now.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Oh.
Duchess say you can check that out my OnlyFans / Duchess Home. I'm kidding. All right, so we got the slogan "Got Milk," thinking outside of the box. I love that answer, but unfortunately, tis not a match with our contestants. There's only 1 point is given out there from Mackenzie, and we love to see it. We've got some whole milk superiority in chat, and I'll say that to the day I die. If you don't drink whole milk, well, your sensitive tummies can go do something about it. All right, it's fine. You
Yo,
can go
L
have
chat.
fun. All right, all
Oh,
right.
shit.
All right, enough of the milk jokes in quotations. Let's get to this next question here. See if we can clear our dirty minds, our filthy minds. All right, here we go. Name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick. Now, I hope I don't have to define what ick is here, but if you are curious, please speak up now or forever hold your peace. That means it means hammers. It means that's problematic. It means run, BK, run. That's what it means. Okay. So name a nursery rhyme. I know you all are Googling nursery rhymes. It's okay if you don't remember them. Please don't cheat. But name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick. Quite a few of them. I also haven't thought about nursery rhymes in years, so whew.
Yeah, this is hard.
Yeah.
I can only think of one.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I like nursery rhymes because like you can remix them, so they be hard.
You gonna remix right now?
The first thing that came to
Stop.
mind was,
I'll go right now.
Baby
Hey,
Shark, but Baby Shark ain't no nursery rhyme.
No, it is not.
Exactly. That's the first thing that came to mind.
There, did you? I swear to God, if one of y'all put the backyardigans on here, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm not backyarding is hard.
I'm not disagreeing with you. They ain't no nursery rhyme, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody really. I hear you singing it. Story mode looking at every corner in the room, singing 3 different songs. Like, is it a nursery rhyme? Am I just singing the alphabet, or am I just singing something else? I can't tell. No, yes, they do sing the same melody. You're not crazy. A lot of them do.
It's been a minute. It's been a
yeah.
minute. I've heard a nursery rhyme.
I think the moms in chat are going to have advantage on this one since we haven't heard them in years.
Oh, okay, I gotta go.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Oh man, it's good. It's good. I promise.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that, though. When Richie says it's good, usually it is in fact not. So I'm very nervous, but I am getting the word that all of our answers are finally in, so we can take a look at what our contestants have put up on the board for us to match. So Mackenzie here, your answer's been immaculate. Let's see if we go through with this one. So I need to know, what is a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick?
So I had a hard time remembering them in general, but Jack and Jill, because all they do is fall. That's the whole thing. Like, what is it about? And why did she fall? It's so dumb.
Their crime was fetching a pail of water. What did they do wrong? I don't know.
It sounds like Mackenzie need to be a lawyer, bro. That's what I'm hearing. The signs are pointing there.
I don't know. Listen, Jill is the original final girl. She's giving the typical horror trope by tripping and falling for no apparent reason. Like, I'm just trying to understand why she came tumbling after. Like, that was going to help him. I love this answer. And yes, it does make me feel weird. Because, like, is it implying anything? And if it isn't, what lesson is it supposed to teach me? Because I learned nothing from it. I didn't learn at all. So I'm confused.
You might have taken away that you shouldn't ever drink water. That might be.
Yeah, just don't. That is right. See, this is why I don't drink water.
Whole milk.
Whole milk only. Exclusively whole milk and lemonade, not juice. All right. Let's head on over to K. Dot here. We've got a Jack and Jill up there, but let me see where your brain was thinking. Name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick.
At first, I said itsy bitsy spider because I don't like spiders. But what I locked in was Ring Around the Rosie because I know that's some scary ass. Hit the beat for me. Scary. There you go. That. So that's what I showed. That's what I locked in. We weren't on the same sync. You was supposed to hit it.
I know, no, I didn't. No, I'm sorry. It's just that we're, not there. But you said ring around the rosy. How does the rest of that song go?
I'm not singing that in my house.
Nope. Are you unaware of the origins of that nursery rhyme?
Who? Unaware. I am aware.
Okay, that's why I was just curious. It's a great nursery rhyme about the Black Plague. If y'all didn't know that, yeah, you have fun Googling. It's about death. Those flowers are to cover up the stench of rotten fire, brazen corpses. It's such a great song that we learned to do at a very early age while we all spun around with something in the middle. I don't know. We seemed insane. It's horror movie fuel, and I don't invoke Beetlejuice in my house. Crap, I already said it once. All right, let's go on over to a story mode bay to see if we've got some matches here. Some great nursery rhymes, but they are very in the tuck. So I'm curious where your brain went. So what is a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick, Bree?
You know, like I said, I really had to think because I haven't heard a nursery rhyme in quite some time. But you know, they did have the pockets full of posy, and then ashes, ashes, they all fell down. I say ring around the rosy.
Oh my
We're
God.
We're
There we
seeing.
go. Locked in. Hey, I
We're
love it.
That is a match there. That is in sync. And ain't nobody ringing around no posies today here. Beautiful. We love to see it here. Let's head on over to Beard Princess. Let me see what your response here is, since these points are coming in like hot fire off rip. So name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick, Beeps. What'd you have for me?
So if I would have remembered Ring Around the Rosie, I probably would have put Ring Around the Rosie, because I remember the thing about stuff and the flowers and the plague mask and stuff, but I didn't. When I looked up a list, because I forgot 100%, it's got to be Humpty Dumpty for me. Because I remember as a kid, like there was like a picture book of nursery rhymes, and it showed Humpty Dumpty afterwards with a little face on the egg yolk and all the shell like scattered around him. And I was like, that is in the rules of this universe, that is a living person who is still alive with their body just broken in pieces around them, with these knights like got egg yolks running through their fingers like, oh God, we can't put them back together.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm still curious. Where did we collectively decide? I don't know if it's a Mandela effect, but I just don't know when we collectively decided that Humpty Dumpty was an egg. Because in fact, it's never explicitly stated.
No, it's not.
But we've just all just decided that an egg was just chilling on top of the bridge and then he fell down. But that's just like, you know, king's horses and men couldn't put back to. There's no egg or shell allegory in that, but we all saw the same little egg, and they were all drawn in that little picture book that all of us had for some reason, and it was traumatizing, just as much as traumatizing as seeing the Kool-Aid man destroyed and realizing, is the juice blood or his body? And if you're not sure, I'm going to have to think about that for the rest of the night, because that too traumatized me. But that is not a nursery rhyme. Oh yeah, it does not count. So great
I didn't even
answer.
think about that.
You didn't
About
think
the Kool-Aid man? Oh no.
It says, oh no.
Oh yeah.
Beeps, are you okay?
I'm so glad someone picked that up. I was worried that I was going to tee that up and no one would take it. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are, again, this is the trauma episode. We are unpacking so much tonight. I love to see it. Let's keep the trauma going with Richie's answers. Come here, Richie, talk to me. Name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick.
So honestly, if I could think of Ring Around the Rosie, I probably would have put that. But all the ones I thought of, they were good. You know, they were hard. Jack and Jill, the Ring Around, not Ring Around, excuse me. The wheels on the bus go round and round. That's hard. But I went with KISSING. So.
What?
Is that ain't a nursery rhyme though?
What nursery rhymes were you like? Who's singing that to you? Like, who do we need to put in jail?
What you mean? You never heard
sitting in the tree?
Sitting in the tree. KISSING.
You singing that, bro? What are we doing? Your mama was singing that in the nursery. What are we like? Nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
It's got the same vibe, right?
No.
I feel like it's adjacent.
It's close.
All I know is it just make me feel weird. So.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
That is valid.
I'm sorry, I'm still processing this again. It's the elementary kisses, it's the nursery rhymes in the 4th grade. It's just so much to try to unprocess or reprocess here. And I'm realizing that I had a vastly different childhood than specifically Richie, and I'm kind of glad for it. And that's okay. No, it's fine. It's okay. So we're gonna take that answer off the board. I appreciate the way you spelt it. It invoked the song, though not a match. So let's get on over to Duchess to see if we've got that match. They've been doing a great job here getting those in the tuck responses. So Duchess, last chance to get these points on this question, which will be the last question of this segment. So a lot is writing on you, all right? So Duchess, name a nursery rhyme that gives you the ick.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Me and K-Dot gotta throw hands because we was in sync until he changed his daggone answer, bro. Like Ring Around the Posy, like that gives me like Rosie, whatever.
Okay, cool.
That gives me like that give me like, oh my god. But what gives me the ick is Itsy Bitsy Spider because I don't mess with bugs, bro. So I had to go with Itsy Bitsy Spider. I had to go with Itsy Bitsy Spider.
So close.
That is
I know.
sickening.
I mean, yeah, it's a song that's supposed to make me
Bro.
happy. Like Down Came the Rain, Watch the Spider Out is good. But like, why are we singing about a tiny little spider? And then the little dance they be doing like this, like don't on
No,
my body.
bro.
Don't tickle me.
No,
I don't want that.
No, bro.
That's not
No,
cute.
bro.
It's as bad as you're the itty bitty piggy. I don't want to wee all the way home. I don't like that
my
one.
God.
I don't like that one. Don't touch my
I forgot
toes.
about that.
That ain't cute.
Yeah. Don't touch
I'm
my
playing with my grippers. Now I think my grippers are little sausages. Don't touch them. All right. Okay, guys, I see it. All right, I get it. I get why you put it. The spiders give me the ick. I don't know why we singing about bugs at home. It don't make me more comfortable. I'm more fearful.
Okay.
Where do they go? Water can only save them. There isn't water in my bedroom. It's a lot of questions that leaves the child contemplating, but unfortunately, it is not a match for our nursery rhymes, a hard one that it is. But we did get 1 point here, but that is going to make it our first ever same brain tie going into our rapid fire segment. So this is really going to be make or break, all right? This is really going to be what's going to change the game. Now, our rapid fire segment is going to be fast money, if you will. It's going to be a series of this or that questions. You're going to have to pick a partner from your panelist group here, the lovely panelists that have been eating today. And you're going to take that person into that round with you to see if you can get as many matches as possible within the 30-second timer. Now, it is not a very long time. You will have to be thinking quick on your feet because all those points that you get can be doubled or lost. That's right. The points that you will be earning in this next segment are going to be wagered. So as we take a chance there to pick our partners first, we're going to see how we're going to decide who goes first in picking the partner. Since it is a tie, usually the person with the most points goes first, but we're going to do a quick little mini game here to decide it. So I'm going to make each of the contestants pick a number that I am thinking of. I'm going to give it to you. It is a number between 1 and 20. Okay, you have to think fast. I have my number is locked in. I'm going to message it to DM to the game master just so they know that I am not lying. My message has been sent. We're going to go with the contestants here. Mackenzie, talk to me at number 1 through 20. What do you think it is?
14.
Say that one more time.
14.
14, 1, 4. All
Mhm.
right. Okay. Perfect. All right. K-Dot, what is your answer here? Number between 1 through 20.
I went with 8.
Okay, well, I'm bad at math, so as someone decides the price or right rules between how close or over under it is between my number, but my in fact number was 11 because that is my favorite number. So I am thinking that it's a tie.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, I got a great tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Who really sunk with the contestants the most? I did, so I should go first. Just saying.
Oh.
No, that's not how this goes. It doesn't go
Right,
that
then
way.
give me Patreon. I'll take the Patreon team.
I know my game master is losing it. I'm having a fit because I really didn't think it was going to be that close of a match. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're 3 away from each other. I've been told I have to do another number and I'm sick of it, but it's fine. Actually, screw numbers. Can we not do math? I want to do a color. I'm going to pick a color. It's going to be very specific. You need to say that color. If it's not it, no one goes and the game over. I'm just kidding. No, we can do a number after. I'm kidding. I know Kai's losing it. So I'm going to pick a number, not number. I'm going to pick a color. I'm going to write it down. I'm DMing it. I'm going to write it right now. Here we go. All right, I'll give you a second to think of a color on the color wheel that exists in our future somewhere, somehow. I'm going to go with K-Dot first. What's your color?
Blue.
Okay. All right. Mackenzie, what is your color?
I was gonna say that. Purple.
What was that?
Purple.
Purple was in fact the color
I was
because
gonna
that
say
is the same
purple.
rain
Oh,
colors.
thank you for taking
There
that.
it is. So
I was
Mackenzie is
I was
going.
gonna say purple.
Mackenzie is going to go first in their selection for their partner going into that rapid fire segment there. So take a quick moment there. You'll be looking at your screen as well. That's where you'll submit it. And we'll have you lock that in covert secrecy. And then we'll reveal it there once you've taken a chance to think about who you've synced up with the most and who we think is going to be best to match with to get all these additional points. All right. It sounds like we are locked in here. So, Mackenzie, I'll give you a chance to explain to us why you chose this person as we reveal who your partner is into the rapid fire segment.
So I've had similar thinking. I feel like with everyone at some point, whether I said the answer or not, but I feel the most confident with Duchess. I feel like if I get my answers together, we could do well.
I'm loving this. Duchess coming in clutch with some great in the tuck responses. Y'all have been pretty parallel in sync. So you know what? Let me talk to y'all for a second. I want to hear curious what Duchess thoughts are being picked for this. So Duchess, were you expecting to be picked or did this kind of come as a surprise to you?
Listen, bro. I'm going with the answers for the win, bro. I ain't just gonna go for me. I'm gonna go for the answers that's gonna win. So I'm not surprised that I was picked, but we gonna get this Mackenzie.
Okay.
We locked in.
I'm loving these vibes. It sounds like we're going to be going with our gut here, which hasn't been wrong. It's the only advice that is actually good advice on this show. So while y'all two deliberate and think and sync and try to hone in your chakra, your quan, your chi, whatever it may be, we're going to go over to K-Dot and see who they are going to be picking. All right. They had a chance to lock in who their partner is going to be. So K-Dot, if you have picked it already, please talk to us through who you picked and why. Now that we know Duchess is out of the park, you've got 3 other people to pick. Who do you think is going to be syncing with you in this rapid fire segment?
If you didn't know, I had a bunch of people I was syncing with Beard, with Duchess, almost with Richie, but it wasn't Richie. And I synced up the most with Bree. So I picked Bree because we already locked in. We already locked in. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think this is a win. I think this is easy.
Yep. We got it.
All right. Okay, K-Dot. Okay, Bree, let's step into my office for a second because, Bree, I need to know, are you surprised or do you feel confident y'all can get the this or that questions going into this now being picked as a partner?
I know Beard said that streamers lie. However, I would be lying if I said I did not think that K-Dot was going to pick me. Like, we have been syncing all show. I'm excited. We got the win. We're here with it.
Ooh, I'm loving the spiciness here. Okay, it sounds like the energy is high. You picked a good partner, but all the partners here were great choices. That's why our panelists was stacked. There was no wrong answers. So now that we've got our teams selected for this segment, this is the time where we bet. That's right. Here it is. I'm going to run through the rules again because everybody always gets confused. Don't worry, it's not once you listen carefully. So the points you baked in from the first segment, those hot seat points are yours, which is a tie. You are not risking any of those. Those are locked in. They're in the tuck. They're in the bank. You're in the savings account. They're not getting touched. Okay. You're not earning interest, but don't worry about it. We're not taking anything from it. Now, this segment, rapid fire, is where you're going to earn points. For every right match, you get a point. What you are wagering is whether or not you're going to win this segment. Will you do better than your opponent in this segment? All right. If you think you will do better, then you might want to bet it all because you could double your points or even half them. All right. But if you end up not winning, you could lose those points that you would be earning in that segment. All right. So you are betting the points that you will be gaining in this final segment here. So think about that when you want to min max. I know we got a lot of gamers in the house. If you want to think about what's going to put you in the lead, so take a chance there to get those wagers private. Do not reveal those. We will have a point buyout as we get into it there. But it's sounding like our bets are in, and I think we are getting ready for our first lineup. So since the color selection was run by Mackenzie. Mackenzie, you're going up first. Okay, Dot, I'm going to have you and Bree hang on for a second. Again, reel it in, and we're going to have Mackenzie hop in with Duchess to get into our first rapid fire segment. All right, here we go. Y'all are on deck. Now, once I say start that timer, that is when the timer goes up. So you have those seconds to get in those matches, as many as you can, to get those points as fast as you can. Do y'all think you're ready for this? Can I get a thumbs up to make sure we are good? We are locked in, because once we say go, we're good. Okay, here we go. Let's get that time to think in sync. Run that timer. Realist or optimist? Braids or locks? Airbnb or hotel? Pirates or ninjas? Robots or aliens? Red Bull or Monster? Marvel or DC? Regular show or gumball? Remote or office work? PC or console?
Oh my God.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
biting tension. And that is a beautiful 4 matches from that. Again, these this or that's are not easy. Started to self-doubt there. I saw Duchess, you were shaking for a minute. What happened? Talk me through it.
Yo, some of these questions, I was like, ooh, this could go either way, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I thought that they were good at first, but it was a little back and forth. Was there one question that surprised you the most, Mackenzie, that you guys didn't match? Or was it all just a blur? You were just locked in? Because that happens.
I don't even know if I saw what we matched on, so
Same.
It was going too fast. You were saying in there.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know chat saying I felt that tension through the CPU. So it was heated. I loved seeing the passion and dedication of 4 matches is solid matches. Again, this segment is not easy. So great work there. We're going to have y'all hang tight. Think about those questions as we get our next pairing up to the rapid fire segment. So can we get K Dot and Bree here? There it is. All right, y'all. Like we said, you saw how quick it went. You did have the advantage of seeing what it'd be like, but the questions are different, and you're not getting the same ones. It's gonna be different.
We
So
good. We
That's
really
all that matters.
good.
Matches. That's all that matters. Matches.
it is. It's all that
True.
matters. Matches. So when I say it is good to go, that timer is gonna run. So any final words here before we get that timer cooking? Y'all need to chant. Are you good?
We good.
We locked in. We get that
We
thumbs
locked
up.
in.
We good.
All right. All right. Okay, then here it is for our rapid fire segment. Let's run that timer. Soccer or football? Reading or writing? Chess or checkers? Slide or swing?
Ooh.
Milkshakes or smoothies? Meditation or journaling? Bread or pasta? Sweet or sour? Instagram or TikTok? East or west?
No.
No.
Let's go.
Ray,
And
the
what's so crazy
speedy
is
fingers.
I knew you was gonna say West because I'm like, it's never gonna be
See?
the
Why
East.
is it
I already
never
knew
gonna
it
be
was.
Wow. The last second you were able with the speedy fingers to get that last question that
Yes.
literally made or break who the winner was of that segment, getting you one additional match at the last second. That's quite literally probably milliseconds if I could see the full timer on that answer. Holy cow. Did you feel really confident going into there once those questions start coming up, Bree? Or like, were you like, I'm just off the strength, I'm going my gut. If we lock in, we lock in.
I was going with my gut, but like I said, we've been synced up the entire show, and you're absolutely right. It's never gonna be East Coast. It's always gonna be West. You're right.
I'm
You're
trying
right.
to not take that as a personal
Very
attack. I'll let it
true.
rock. I'll let it rock.
I knew it
It's
was.
fine. All right. Well, the game is still very close. Now we're really going to come down to the bidding here to see what was really rested off these additional points there to really separate that tiebreaker from the first segment. So let's go down through the point breakdown and Rager review here from the game, or take a look at that screen there and run those points, because I can't do math. I'm too gay to function. So because you got them 4 matches from that segment and wagered half, very solid. So getting you an additional 2 points. Way to play it safe, very smart. Could save you depending on how much was wagered. But let's see what K-Dot decided to do with their points. All right, let's see. K-Dot got 5 matches and wagered none. Interesting. Not so confident going into that segment. Didn't want to bet at all.
Oh, no, this ain't nothing about the confidence. It's just playing it safe. It ain't.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, no crazy additional multiplier there, but a solid extra 5 points, which when we do the math and do that breakdown, it is very plainly easy to see who is going to be our winner as we bust down those matches from the first segment with our beautiful tie, leaving Mackenzie with 6 points, 2 to additional 4 from the first segment. K.4 with a +5 is getting them 9 and making our champion for this episode of Same
It's a W coming. I told you I was winning. I told you. I ain't want to talk too much. I said actions speak louder than words. And what happened? The actions was loud. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Our champion for this episode. But of course, it was not an easy fight and really put up the solidest effort I have seen on one of the closest neck and neck games we've had here on this episode. So please give it up for our other contestant, Mackenzie, holding it down, giving K-Dot a run for their money. Let's be honest here. And being an amazing competitor, a good sport all around. This match was fantastic, but we've got to give it up one last time for our champion for this episode. That's right, K-Dot DeGuad. That's right. We got that spot for that trophy there on that chest. You know, if we got more Patreon subscribers, we might be able to maybe have like a trophy we could send out. So, you know, if you follow us on Patreon, that's right, you too can directly support this femme-led, Black-created show here on Twitch, independently run. Please, all the love and support means a lot to us. And thank you all so much for watching. But we've got to give a huge round of applause for our panelists. I mean, they really are what kept the vibes going here. We've got Bree, Story Mobe. You can check them out. Of course, all of their links are in chat. Give it up for Beebs, the Bearded Princess, Richie coming in hot, as well as Duchess being the extraordinaire that they are. Again, all of their links have been all through chat. Please support those that support us and give them some love for being just overall amazing. And we've got to give it up for the production crew. That's right, our game master and our production queen, defined by Kai and the BTS, holding it down as always. Much love for her. Please check her out. None of this would be possible without her. And of course, our IT master behind the God hands of making the stream possible, Braylon. Give it up for them for holding down the stream and making the stream beautiful and crispy as it should be. We got to give love for our tech team. And of course, our mods. We've got Oasis Space and Nubia Princess in chat. Always making sure the community stays safe, making sure y'all have a good time, the vibes stay immaculate. And you know, it's me, your girl, Black Crystal, aka BK, your hostess with the mostest, doing what she does best and making sure that the game runs from start to finish. But I think for that is going to be all for us here at St. Bray. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.